Hello and welcome back to Frostpunk. We've got a lot to do today. Yes, we've got stage 2 to try and get as much done and install a pressure valve and tower pumps. So the heat is on, no pun intended. I've been looking forward to getting into this section of the game. There's light at the end of the tunnel, or the end of the shaft as it were. We can check on the progress in a second. We've also got to speak to these people down here in the Workers Guild or whatever it is. I can't remember the name of it. And I've got to correct myself from the last episode on the fish situation. But anyway, let's take a look what these people are talking. Oh, it's the engineers. Right, they're probably a little grumpy about us leaning towards the workers as opposed to them. Sir, several engineers want to share with you their concerns about workers' councils and ask for reassurance. We appreciate your efforts to motivate the workers, but giving them too much power would diminish our authority and blur the responsibility. And before you commit to any of their ideas, remember that they know nothing about generation design. Yeah, that works. Generator design. Relax, you're still in charge. Motivation will fall. No thanks. Watch out, nobody's indispensable. No, you're not. Do you know what? You're not indispensable. Live with the decisions I've made. I'm in charge. Oh dear. You got to appease them though, but who would I rather lose? Workers? No. They're kind of the core, aren't they? For building this. Engineers would ruin us because they're all in here and the medical tent. Hopefully they don't all just up and leave. However, when we left off we had these on the way. We're going to go up to the map. As I said, these were infinite in the previous episode, and that's because I cannot read or refuse to read what it actually says. The camp will be working for 1 day 8 hours. There we go. There is a time limit, so we're not going to have these running forever. This one's going to be running for 4 days and 6 hours. So there you go. However, that does mean we may be able to reallocate one of the teams we have working, as we need the people back here. Right, but let's see the progress and then we'll hit play. It's not really an intro, that was that was plans of action. Okay. We're going to check on our status, then we're going to get going. About 20 hours ahead of schedule. If we can keep that way, that'll be brilliant. We've only got 7 workers over there. We do have workers on the way. We also have a steam core along with them. And obviously we have the engineers coming. And my idea with the engineers is we could switch all these to 24 hours and continue our research through the night with 2 shifts. But let's figure out what we've got to do here. We definitely need more of these, as we can make use of them further, beyond building the structures. So we currently have 5. We only have 20 steel, so we can add another one there. And if we switch over to here, we have 215 wood. Our coal is increasing. I'm going to go ahead and build, how many do we have? 20. Let's build, I'm not going to say all of it, but if we do 8, that leaves us 55. Remember, we're going to need wood and steel for our research as well, and that's coming up very shortly. Ooh, right, we're underway. Let's hit play for the first time. We're in the middle of our shift, or just over. Discontent is falling rapidly, that's pleasant. We can help motivation rise with the church if we need it. Food is okay. We are going to see some issues if we don't keep on top of it, as our fish supply is going to be running out. Right, we've now improved our medical centre, which is good news as well, because we were getting a little bit behind with healing people. So our next choice, Infirmary, possibly. We can't afford it at the moment, but it does take a steam core. However, it's a lot better than the medical tent. And medical posts. What is this? A steam heated infirmary with 10 beds rather than 5, so it's double the capacity. The sick are treated faster than in medical posts, and the gravely ill can be treated safely and reliably. Now, we don't have any problems with gravely ill at the moment. As far as we haven't really seen any amputees either. So, yes, but probably not a priority. Could we do something in our generator construction? We might be turning this on now that we've got coal. So perhaps we should lean into this. We can't afford that either. Or that. So, this is awkward. Now, how many do we need? 20. I would say supercharge might be a good thing for us immediately. Yes, we'll go with that. How are we doing down here? We got an extra pile, don't we, down here? But we don't have the workers for it anyway. Perhaps once these return, we can send them back to work. That will give us 15 workers back. Pretty important, given the issues we've got. Do we have our 20? There we go. We have our 20. Let's get that underway. Once the shift ends, we are going to have steel building up overnight when we're not using it. Can we build this yet? No, we need 10 steam exchangers. Technically, we'll get them when these return. We're building... Enjoy your free time indeed. We're going to be building some. I'd rather have over the amounts we need, especially as we can use both the steam exchangers and structural profiles to boost any of these workplaces. Well, the steam exchangers is to boost when we're building. Now, once we run out of food, I guess sending this to 24-hour would be the ideal situation. I know we're keeping on top of it at the moment, but that's going to change, isn't it? We have nothing going on here now. Do we want to build more? We're a bit low on wood. Perhaps we could do the same trick here once we've got, again, more workers. Really are struggling on this playthrough with workforce. Yet we have 183 people. It's okay. It's okay. We'll figure out a way. We can't do much at the moment. We'll just let it go. How is the medical situation? 5 and 5. 5 untreated. 5 sitting in the medical tent. Here come our people. They're about an hour away. Let's just get that fast forward. And then we can start nighttime research, I would say. There we go. 4 minutes. Forager unit number 4 have returned safely to the city. 12 engineers. 1 steam core. Lovely. Steam cores always welcome. 5 steam exchangers. And 10 structural profiles. Now, I say we disband that group now. That's what I say. And, yes, I'm definitely feeling that. Absolutely. We're going to disband them and we're going to put them to work elsewhere. Which forager... There they are. Disband. Click to disband the team and recover the resources. Not only do we get the people back, we get 10 steel back. Okay. I was reading the other thing. Transport has arrived. There's another 9 workers and another steam core. Right, anyway, you're disbanding these. Disband those. There we go. We can always send them out later, if need be. Oh, yes, we're going to need housing. I completely forgot. You Burke. Right, let's get some housing going. How many are we going to need? 2, right? Yeah, 2. Get those built. However, the people that have just arrived can be building those, can't they? There we go. 2 more tents. Well, they're not houses, are they? That'll do there. We've got lots of spare workers. Now, let's shift this into all 3 of them into 24-hour production. 2 shifts. Bit of split... Oh, clicked off it. Bit of split shift work. There we go. Perfect. This is currently off. And I'm all sorts of happy with that. Do we want to make any more of this? I would say yes. We're going to make 2 more. That's it. And then we're probably going to start building our... Yes, we should start building this, shouldn't we? Get this underway. 10 steam exchangers. And then we can shift everyone off here into there. It's only 20. Let's do it. Let's get those into there. It's going to take 50 people again. Of course it is. Can we... Yeah, let's max that, please. I would love that. Can we get more steel? I don't know. It's going up steadily. We could build... No, don't build that yet. It's going to take up a steam core, isn't it, to build that? It would be nice. We could always have a gathering place here to collect this. Maybe. We'd have to do some math with that, wouldn't we? Is this done yet? No, because the shift hasn't started. Right, now we can breathe a little bit. We've got 25 spare workers, plus 20 here that we could possibly throw down the shaft. Don't throw them down the shaft. Let's get this underway, shall we? There we go. We're going to turn that on. Safety, whatever you call it. We've got problems with our toxic gases again. Let's spend some of those structures. And that's going to help that out a little bit. Let's finally turn this on. There we go. And how does that treat us? Harmful. Much better. Now we've also researched our supercharger. You'll need 5 of those to increase this by 10%. And efficient fans. This is what I'd like to do. We have 102 steel. Wood is low. We might have to, as I said, start a double shift on that. We're going to need it for super fast research. So yes, 15% less coal. That will be absolutely perfect. Anything else we can do at the moment? No, one of these are going to stop. I can't remember which one it is. It doesn't really matter. We've still got 4 spare engineers. However, they might be needed in the new medical tent. Should we build that? Well, you just... Yes. Yes, we should. We did research it. You didn't research it. Right, that's the next research. How much is that going to cost us? We're going to need 40 wood, 25 steel. I think we'll be okay. It's the start of the shift. So let's get that going. Also, more people? Yeah, as soon as that ticks over to 30. Should we... I tell you what, I might be tempted to add a steam core. How many steam cores do we have? 2. Absolutely. One of those, and then 5 people. Done. On the way. Let's do that. We don't want to go too crazy with people. Oh, what's going on? Workers' councils. Never forget. Boss. That's me, I'm guessing. Workers' council wants to celebrate the anniversary of Edinburgh Bread. Hang on. Edinburgh Bread riots. Keep reading. By giving everyone the rest of the day off in honour of the fallen. What's the Edinburgh Bread riots? Goodness me. Things must be desperate. But the engineers disagree. The bullets might have killed them, but it was the global cooling that caused the crop failure, famine and riots. The best way to honour its victims would be to keep working and finish the generator on time. I kind of agree with the engineers here with priorities. So if we side with the engineers, strike risk will rise for 2 days. Discontent will rise slightly. All workplaces will close for the rest of the day. Do you know, I'm going to deal with this. I'm going to deal with it. And we had things we could do, right? There we go. We have the food ration. It's 100 food rations, but we're kind of up there. Let's do it. That negates that. I'll accept that, and people keep working. Nicely handled. All because of our research. How are we doing on this? Can we... No, we can't afford to... Yeah, we need the people, don't we? Of course you do. Oh, we're done with these. Do you know what? We're going to shift these and put them in there. And we're going to turn this off for now. We don't need any more structural profiles. This lasts for... Cool down. 1 day, 12 hours. There we go. We've got better coal usage. That is going up, even though this is on. And, oh, I saw the people there. Let's get this started and then we'll see to the people. Rumble in the deep. Sir, people working in the deepest part of the shaft report. Rumbling sounds and slight tremors coming from below. Right, at least we've been told about it this time. This is probably on the way to another explosion. Let's not do that. They complain of getting dizzy from toxic fumes coming through the cracks. We might be forced to evacuate them quickly in case of emergency. To do this, we'll need safety equipment for both the rescuers and the shaft crew. It will also protect workers from the fumes, improving workplace safety. Shall we start making it? Requires 5 steam exchangers. Remind me when I have enough. Right, we need to build those. How many do we currently have? 3. So 2 more. And then hopefully we can do that. I know we should be really putting the people in there. Right, let's check on progress. We're only 5 hours ahead of schedule at the moment. That's not good. We need to improve that. Which we might now that we're building this. Can we build the other thing? Pressure valves. 10 structural profiles. Yeah, we can afford it. But we don't want them both working at the same time, do we? Have I built these the wrong way round? I don't know. I think you can just do what you like there. Okay, relax.
Workers, leave your tools in order.
We can't afford to put that on 24 hours. This might be ideal to put on 24 hour right now. But we don't have the workers. No, you don't. Right, let's continue. Let's build up on things. We can assign a new law. There's the dispensary. The dispensary. A new building, dispensary, cures gravely ill, too ill, with potent chemical medicines. You will have to build a dispensary. How is that a downside? Not really, is it? I guess it is if you're short on materials. Treatments can have side effects. Don't like the sound of that currently, especially as it's not needed. What about the official doctrine? I like that everything is blue. New ability, motivational speech. We're in the Workers' Council, which is this down here, takes 15 food rations and will be another way for us to increase motivation. Workers' Council ideas will no longer have... Where's my voice going? Will no longer have negative consequences. Motivation will rise slightly. Everything about that sounds absolutely marvellous. And there goes the motivation. We have our first amputee. That's unfortunate. We need to sort that out rapidly. We have just... talking of which, we've just researched the infirmary. So let's see if we can't get another research project underway immediately. Fish and gathering might be a thing we need to do. Given my idea for the coal, we've still got 2 coal piles behind us. Should we get this out of the way? Yes. I believe we're going to... Here's my plan. Once... This is... Well... Here's my plan if it plays out like this. If the sea freezes, we're no longer going to be able to make use of any of these harbours. And coal is going to be a desperate measure, as it's going to be... The generator is going to be eating it for breakfast. So we've got these 2 coal piles, which I'm leaving currently, which is 4,000 total. And having efficient gathering would really help us in that matter. Right. Yes. The lake full of fish has now been depleted. They're on the way back, are they? Delivering. So what do we do with these people? Depleted. Can we send them over here? I guess we could, right? Or over here. This is quite close. Right, you go over there. The transport is apparently separate. I don't know what that's all about. That's fine. Yeah, they're separate. So you can get them moving onto the next site, as well as have everything still collecting. We need to build us a new place. Should we delete this one? I think so. No. Can we fit it in next to it and then delete it? It's absolutely ginormous. Well, we're going to have to do it, aren't we? No one in here. We're going to get rid of this. It's going to take them a little while to get rid of it. We've now got a huge issue, it looks like, but we haven't really. This shouldn't take too long. No. Then what we can do is build this once it's gone. Does it pause time when you're in build mode? It does. Right, have you got rid of it? Yes. Oh. No. No, you can't. That's really awkward. Can we build it over here? Oh, that's a better place. We're in line of this. Yes, get in there. Probably didn't need to delete that, although maybe we could... No, you can't squeeze any more houses in. There's possibly other things we could do over there. Right, get building this. Peoples, we need that up and running as quickly as possible before that gets out of hand. Yes, this is off. That's good. We're gonna build those today, this shift. Right, let's keep going. I don't like that. That's going up rapidly. Why have we got... Oh, yes, the toxicity levels. I was going to say, why have we got an issue with health all of a sudden? No, it's understandable. So, yes, this medical facility was absolutely needed. We can only have 9 in there. However, we could maybe just get straight in with that. It's operating... We'll check back. There we go. 117%. We just researched our gathering. It's all go, isn't it? Should we... Large depot. I'd like to have that as an option. But let's go into this area. What could this do for us? Allows us to build an additional one. That might be a thing we have to consider. Perhaps the machine shop. Better safety, because we're going to need that. We're possibly going to need this one, but not as desperately. That's going to cost us a fortune. We could almost afford this. We could get right down into the good stuff over here. Infirmary checklists, I can see over there. Advanced fishing harbour. There we go. Yes, let's just wait a little while. We need 1 more steel. And how many more wood? 20. Yeah, not less than 20. And our shift starts soon. Like I said, perhaps we can do something about our shift work there. Maybe we'll take... I'll tell you what, because this isn't as needed, we can take 1 person on there and put them in here. One of our engineers. There we go. 156%. We have 10 patients. Will they treat them with a... They can't work until they receive a prosthesis. Okay, prosthetic leg. Perhaps they can do it in here? It would be nice to get him back working. Anyway. There we go. We're underway. Work has started. Do we have the... Not yet, because the wood wasn't being collected, was it? Overnight. I really think we need to do that. We need to shift this in and get as much wood stored as absolutely possible. Yeah, we can't research anything yet. Don't panic. As soon as that hits 125, it's a big jump, isn't it? Researching a new tech level. So worth the investment, I'm going to say. Let's do it. There it is. It's on the way. We should get some wood back. Our ship's coming in with 5 more workers. Where could we put them? Well, we could maybe shift this 24-hour. That is... They gather 18.2. Oh, that almost lines up, doesn't it? Yeah, that wouldn't make much sense. They're almost level. We could put them both, but we don't have the workforce for that. Well, that's a tough call. Again with the workforce, guys. Dear oh dear. Hopefully we can find someone out there in the wilderness. Some more refugees or workers or we don't want to really hope that the other work sites fail. So we have enough resources to prepare the safety equipment necessary to ensure evacuation of people working in the deepest part of the shaft and improve their work safety. So we get -5 steam exchangers plus 1 safety on tower pumps. I like the sound of that. Do it. Was that better than plus 10%? Not really. I like this a lot. Now that we're done with that, do we want to build 5 more? No, we cannot afford it. So let's turn this off. Let's get our workers back. Let's stick them all in there. Could we maybe put this on 24-hour then? Let's do it. Let's get you on 24-hour. And let's put you on 24-hour. 24-hour wood production. 24-hour steel production. Or gathering. And how's our... There we go. We just got 5 more workers. Perhaps we could put 6 workers in here. Do we have a housing issue? No. Let's do it. What does that do for us? I don't know. We're going to have to check on that. We might need to finagle our workforce a little bit. We did get another steam core as well. 22. Now that would give us another 10, right? Another... No. Yes. Another 10. Another 11. Do it. Order that shipment. Get in. We need those people in here. Okay, what's going on? Official doctrine. Council's protest, sir. Okay, why are you trying to muzzle the workers' councils? A representative steps forward from a group of workers, waving the proclamation crumpled in his fist. What's the purpose of this? You're going too far. The representatives seem really agitated. But we might invite them to dine with you. To dine with you? And convince them, so bribe them with nice food. Strike rate. Oh, we can't do any more of this strike risk, can we? That's very risky. Do that. We can afford it. We can afford it. We're going to improve this as well. We're going to have a better fishing place. I mean, if we get the workforce in, we could possibly increase our... this to 24-hour and really push that through the roof until we're maxed. I like that we've got a lot of wood coming in. At the very least, we can store it, can't we? Have we got a grasp on the medical facility? No. I don't know whether the... where's the amputee gone? What's he doing? Not at risk of getting ill. He won't be able... or she won't... Rachel. Rachel won't be able to work, I'm guessing. She's going to eat. Everything is fine. There we go, guys. Difference engine research. We can now research tier 4, which is going to cost us a lot of resources. We could have an advanced superchargers. 20% for 5 steam cores. That might be worth doing. And boost through. We can... how much is that going to cost? A fortune. Should we go for the advanced harbour? If we can afford it, absolutely. It doesn't take a steam core. That seems like a good idea. I saw a health thing there as well. Perhaps we'll look at that next time. Look at the state of this. It's going to raise even further. I'm a little bit concerned about that, to say the least. Goodness me, it's all go again, isn't it? It really is. We don't have anyone working there, and we don't have anyone working there. I would like to get our stocks up of raw resources. We're going to need them. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Why are we out here? I don't know. We do have some more food coming in, thankfully, as we're running out. Although that just keeps ticking up, doesn't it? And overnight, that will go up further, as we're now... are we running 24 hours? Not yet. It will not go up. We do have 80 food rations on the way. So that is lovely. Is that a good place to end this one? There's a lot to keep an eye on at once. The more we expand, the more we've got to remember where everybody is and why they're there. This is still going. We're not collecting it anymore. Yes, it's full. Right. Although we are using it with the filtration system, we kind of don't want this to stop, do we? We want this to be 24 hours. I don't know what the numbers are. We don't have the people, Grand. We'll look at that. Yes, we'll look at that next time out. Guys, I'm going to pause it right there. That has been, what is this, episode 7 possibly. That's been episode 7. A lot of juggling going on. We have a fancy new infirmary instead of a medical tent. Possibly could have kept the other... No, we couldn't. Ran out of engineers. Well, we could turn the research down. We do have some to deploy there. Perhaps we can deploy those once we've researched everything. We are researching now over a 24-hour period. We've got 2 shifts in all 3 workshops, which is absolutely wonderful. So what we're going to do when we come back, see what that new medical checklist thing is all about, and see if we can really get on top of our issues there. We might need a care centre now for amputees. That might be worth doing, as it takes the burden off other buildings. Yes, plans are afoot, guys. So until next time, take care.